So after about half a day of walking, Artie and Wyn see the distant farmhouse. That is the Petriss family's house.
How big of a house is this? I forget.
There are a few houses, actually, because it's a farming property and there are several adult families, so there are a few buildings around.
Yeah, so it wasn't able to, hold the full clan, Mac?
People tended to have, siblings in the rooms with them, though as some siblings got old and moved out, it was able to go lower, but so anybody who moved out, their room became a guest room eventually.
Nice.
With a futon in it. Because we've invented futons now. That's my decision.
Sounds good.
We've invented hot yoga, therapy, futon, and roller skates.
Yes.
But not the printing press.
But not the
printing press. All right. So you actually do see someone bundle up going between one of the houses, and you recognize them. It's Sevalor. And he waves to you and he says, "Everyone, Jilwyn's back!"
I told Dad I was coming, admittedly a month ago.
He runs up to embrace you.
She hugs him back. Of course.
And he's like, I know, Dad said you were coming, but, it's good to see you.
I suppose that's true. It's good to see you, too. How's everything?
It's great. We've got Rory here. He's come back from college for a bit.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I think I can send off and get Merithil and Bridge here too.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. We'll invite Bridge to bring the whole family. Why not?
Why not?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I've got some news.
Okay. I want to hear it, but first, let's get you inside. Mom and Dad will
Well,
want to see
what are you doing here anyway? You did you travel all the way here for something?
No, I've moved in. I'm weaving out of Merithil's old house now.
Oh,
got a small business going.
That's awesome. I look forward to seeing your work while I'm here.
Yeah, I'm keen. I wonder if I could make something for you. I don't know if
I'm
I have
always
time,
up to having new outfits.
Okay, let's get you inside. Come on.
Yes, of course.
And who is
I
this
know,
with
Mom,
you? Who is this?
This is Artie. He's a good friend.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Rory. I am.
That's not Rory.
Jilwyn's next one down, younger brother.
Weren't you here the last time we came?
No, he wasn't.
Oh,
No, I moved here quite recently.
I don't know.
He's actually lived, what's that place you've lived, Gold Crest, something like that? It's like a month of travel, Artie, over the mountains.
Yeah, Goldcrest is it?
And he lived there for a while, and yeah.
Yeah. It's more on the it's a bit further away from the Savage Coast than this little place. But the weaving business was drying up, so I moved here.
Makes sense.
By this point, Philarel and Killian have emerged from another house hearing the talk, and they rush over and very excitedly greet you two.
Hello, kids, she says to Florial and Carillion, who are the youngest ones.
Florial crossed her arm and says, "I'll have you know, I'm 200 this year."
That's still a baby to me.
Uh,
I'm 100 years your senior, young lady.
She grumbles and says, and Rory says, "Could you do a magic to get Merithil and Bridge here in the family?" And Philarel, she's wearing a very, very battered, pointy hat, and she looks around and goes, I guess I could."
It would be nice.
She lifts up her hat and pulls a very cheap-looking magic wand out of it.
Is that duct tape?
It is magic.
Duct tape, got it.
And she waves it and mutters a few things under her breath and waits a moment. And she says, "Okay, I've sent sendings to the others. They will be here. They will be here by the end of the day. They'll be here in time for dinner."
Mom will have dinner for them. Artie, this is my little sister, Floral. She's studying magics at the local school. She hates anything that has a color attached to it, only black. Except for red. Red's fine, if it looks like blood red.
God.
Don't tell people.
I'm just telling the truth.
Is this Okay, you said 200, but how mature is that? Like,
It's over. It's an adult.
as an adult? Hello.
Killian is the baby. He's actually only 54 this year, right?
Yes. Don't like that you
He
remembered
actually
that.
plays flute in the local band.
Oh, he's a band nerd.
So Artie, you recognize he's basically he's like a 15-year-old, but he looks at you, Artie, and he has flushed a little bit red.
So he's all pop-marked and kind of voice crackly.
Yeah. He says, I like your hair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Artie's been adventuring around with me and has saved my ass more than a few times by beating the crap out of things and shooting things.
I do like beating up things.
At this point, the front door to the main house opens, and you see Megwyn, your mother. She's like, "Come inside, everyone."
Hi, Mom, she says, and she brushes past her siblings to go and embrace her mother.
And from this point, Annie, are you still up for doing that?
Oh, yeah, dope.
Yep. Annie will be playing the role of Megwyn and Citadel, the mother and father.
Everyone, come on in. You'll catch your death of cold.
Well, we're all dressed for... Well, actually, Killian's not dressed for cold,
Well,
but
the
I don't think
door's already open. We're not paying to heat the whole outside, honestly.
Yes, Mom, got it.
Ugh,
And this is why Annie's doing it and not me.
it's so good to see you, sweetheart.
It's good to see you, too. My friend Artie's very hungry. Do we think we could get him some snacks?
Of course. Also, you need to eat more. You are just... Honestly, you're skin and bones, sweetheart.
I take after Dad.
Well, he's skin and bones, too. He is not eating second helpings, and he needs to. Come in. Nice-
I'm coming.
Nice
Come on,
to
Artie.
see you again, Arturos.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Madam.
Now, I seem to recall that you really enjoyed, what kind of casserole did Artie like last time? Just make something up, tell me.
It was tuna fish casserole with marshmallows.
No, not marshmallows. That's a dessert casserole. That's a different thing. All right. Now, I seem to recall you really enjoyed the tuna fish. We've definitely got some fresh cheddar. I've got one in the oven just coming out. I assumed you'd be coming. The tuna fish is also for your friend, the Stormhaven clerk. Is she coming too, or is it just you two today?
She was going to come, but she's actually staying in town because our ship can only dock for a day. So
You're only staying over for a day?
Yeah, only staying for a day, Mom. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I just slave all day in this kitchen. I am just working so hard just to feed all of you. And you're
I
not
promise, Mom, I will have a longer trip next time.
All right. Oh, you know I love
I've
your
got to
visit,
save the
sweetheart.
world,
She's
okay?
pinching her cheek.
Oh, Mom.
Oh, little Winnie Pants.
Oh, Mom, please. Don't ever call me that.
Winnie Pants.
Mom, please. Now Audie's going to tell everybody on the ship.
Oh, good. You're just my little Winnie girl.
Mom,
Oh, you know,
I'm
your father and I
now
are so
300
proud of you with your adventuring. I just tell
Yes.
everyone down at the market, oh, my daughter, she's an adventurer.
I'm sure they're all excited by that.
Oh, they love it. Oh, the Bridge Club is just, they just can't get over it.
I'm sure Babe has once again told me to... has once again asked you to tell me that I said hi.
Oh, yes. Also, let's see. Sevethil's father passed away. You remember him. You were just about, maybe about 42 at the time, but you remember him. He always used to say that you were getting so big. Well, he died.
Okay.
It's this huge tragic thing, and she's going to go into some kind of really deeply uncomfortable story about somebody you don't know who's dead now.
My mom actually called me yesterday and had this exact conversation with me.
Yeah!
And then finished it up with, "Oh, by the way, Babe, you remember Kim's grandma? She says hi." And I was like, okay, I don't know who this is.
Excellent.
Tell her
And
I
she has
said
also
hi.
just like been leading you through the house, shoving food into your hands, setting out doilies and for the cups.
Anytime she gets food, she promptly hands it to Artie to shovel into his mouth.
Mm-hmm. He's a growing boy. He needs to eat.
He does. Where's Dad at?
Oh, he's over there in the corner. You haven't seen him? Go say hi to your father. Oh my goodness.
She turns her head and moves straight to Dad to embrace him.
It is a 2-pat hug.
Yeah, of course, a 2-pat hug. How you doing, Dad?
Holding up. How's the adventuring?
Fine. Lots of near death, usual.
He nods solemnly.
She nods back.
Atta girl.
Hi, Hubie.
He slowly pulls his paper back up.
She nods, turns back to Mom.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Florial. Florial contacted Bridge and Marithilda and invite them over for the night.
Oh,
I did that.
Gosh, okay, good. No, that's right. Well, Seb, will you go up and start making up the beds? I mean, I just have to move all of my jazzercise equipment that I've just got in that.
You're doing jazzercise now?
Well, of course, I teach the local class. We do jazzercise on Thursdays. We do Zumba once a week. Oh, I'm just staying so busy.
Oh, that's nice. Did Marithil get you into hot yoga too?
Oh, gosh. I love the hot yoga, but I just wish it was colder sometimes.
That makes sense, of course.
Yeah. Oh, and we just love all your little letters, sweetheart. We've got the one about your little adventure with the what were those? You went to some sort of fancy party, was it?
Yeah, there was a big city with a fancy party and it was terrible.
Yes. We've got that one on the fridge.
I can't remember what I wrote to you, but I'm glad that was nice. It was terrible to endure, honestly.
Oh, but you are just so strong and brave, Winifred. Oh, we are just so proud of you, Shilly.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my god.
I have some news.
Oh, some little adventuring news? Oh, that's wonderful.
Sort of.
Oh, would you like the whole family for this one, darling?
Maybe?
Okay, well, we'll just save it for dinner. And in the meantime, I've got so much to catch you up on, and she will just keep
tell me all the local news. Artie can listen.
Mm-hmm.
Floral, how is school?
Oh, it's great. I learned how to do this. And she raises the wand in the air, and everyone's like, no, not in the house, not in the house.
Let's go outside. Is it outside okay, Mom?
All right, but bundle up.
I'm already
There's
bundled.
some mittens and some earmuffs for those big ears right by the door. I know that you've got half an ear, but you really need to make sure that you're warming it all the way, honey.
Mom, I promise I'll be okay.
Otherwise, you might lose the other half, says Florial very helpfully.
Exactly.
Then I'll be balanced. Sort of.
No, Killian says, no, then you'll need to lose the other ear, and I'm not cutting it off.
I can do it myself.
Please don't.
Okay, Kill.
All right, go out, go play. Go make a snow fort.
I'm not gonna go play. We're just gonna see what Florial can do with her wand, Mom. We're gonna be outside for like 5 minutes.
Okay, well, bundle up. Put on your snow pants. Remember to tuck them into the boots.
Okay. She doesn't. She puts on the earmuffs. That's all she does.
Arturos, how are you doing on that castle? Would you like another one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So start bustling about.
The next couple of hours pass, Florial showing off some pretty basic magic, but, it's like 3rd level or so. She's really not too bad.
Yeah. You're doing good, Phil.
Killian mostly sticks around Artie and, just watches him and anxiously asks questions.
And dopily gazes at him. Definitely going to be using him in his teen boy dreams later.
Oh, God, yeah. He's definitely got a 15-year-old boy crush, or a 54-year-old boy crush, as it were.
Artie's uncomfortable.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Rory does eventually show up from one of the other houses. Despite being a college boy, he is actually quite buff.
When did you start working out?
I was just chopping wood. That's all it was. And then...
Do you do it on the weird mirror screens?
What? What do you mean? No?
Okay.
I'm just
saying that that's an untapped market. You could make money there.
Performance wood chopping?
That took me a second. Mac, holy shit.
Does he smell like elf weed?
He smells like weed, yes.
Yeah, okay. Do you want me to prestidigitate that away so Mom doesn't know that you've been smoking again?
What? No, Mum gave it to me.
Oh my god, Mom!
Yes, dear?
Did you give Rory weed again?
Well, yes, I had to give him a good strain. His was terrible.
Was it all buds again?
Always. He's a terrible gardener. Your father has tried to teach him so much, and he just keeps on chopping wood instead of taking any lessons.
Rory, get better at making weed.
I'm an accountant, not a gardener.
Accountants can also garden, Rory.
It's a great stress reliever, Rory.
Math is a great stress reliever.
Who says that?
No one
Me.
says that, Rory.
I say that.
Bless your
But
heart,
Rory-
sweetheart. Get some better weed.
And this is generally how the afternoon goes. A lot of friendly bickering back and forth. After a while, Rory stomps off to help Megwin in the kitchen, and Citadel helps as well. And a big feast is prepared. Partway through the afternoon, Merithil shows up with her husband, and then Bridge shows up with their spouse, and like 10 children, all under the age of 30. They're pretty young. Equivalent of like 5 to 12-year-olds running around screaming.
Hey, Bridge. Hey, Merithil. Merithil, please do not push whatever you're currently selling.
No, honey,
Sorry.
I'm not selling anything.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But I am trying this new juice you might like.
She has an opportunity for you.
What's the juice do? Does it make me shit more?
Bridge barges in and they say, actually, it makes you fart more, and then the fart gets the impurities out of you. And Merithil's, that's such a crass way to put it. Don't put it like that.
I think I'm okay. I live on a ship most of the time. I don't think people need to have me farting more.
And half of Bridge's kids start laughing at that.
From the chair, you hear your dad pop up like, stop pushing your multi-level marketing scheme, honey.
She never stops, Dad.
I know it. You hear him turn another page.
And Cephalor says, you know what Mum said, no MLMs in the house. Only MLM allowed here is Killian and Rory.
Thank you, Mom. All right. So we're all here.
Yeah, it's evening by now. The conversation, people have been eating non-stop, and now it's time for dinner, which means even more food.
Oh, it just does my heart it is just such a pleasure to have all of you home. And she is like doing that thing where she just kind of reaches out and grabs your hands and squeezes, and she's like tearing up a little. And it's
Love you, Mom.
I love her.
cute, but it's also very embarrassing and awkward to be around.
Mom, thank you.
Because of all the noise and kids running around and everybody conversing, Artie has ended up on the floor under the table and is asleep.
He will occasionally get kicked.
You wake up to find a couple of kids nestling against you, and then one of them says, you're really warm.
Oh, that's right. And you've also got, what is it, the pine marten?
Yeah, we got a pine marten pet.
Yeah, the pine marten is also curled up on you.
I have never seen a pine marten before. I need to look
Was
what
this
they
the
look
one
like.
whose name was Chamomile?
Yeah, that's Chamomile the pine marten.
Yeah.
Mom's best friend.
Right.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
They're very
Yeah, they're
cute.
very cute.
They're little
Okay.
mustelids.
Yep.
Oh, I love them. Oh, you definitely wake up with chamomile,
It's whichever.
curled up in your arms, and a couple of the kids like looking at you and poking you and going, "His skin is scaly."
No poking.
He's a fish man, says Wyn helpfully.
Thank you for this pillow.
Mister, are you a fish?
Yes.
How are you
Are
breathing?
you a fish?
I went to school and I heard at school that fish they have gills and they only make them breathe underwater because they don't have lungs. Do you have lungs?
I don't know what that means.
Annie, I would die for you. Eventually, everyone gets pulled up and sat around the table for dinner.
Wyn casually takes her place between Killian and Floral. And she says, so I have an announcement.
Oh, you've got an announcement, and there's probably lots of chatter. So, your mom starts clanging her fork.
Mom, you don't have to do that. Just whoever hears it can hear it.
No, everybody needs to sit down and listen up. Your sister Shilwyn has some news.
Yeah, okay.
We're
I'm
listening,
just gonna get this
sweetheart.
over. I'm just gonna get this over with. So, back when Lady Olivet, stopped taxing us to death, that was caused by Cacophony, who Kill really loves. There's the poster. Cacophony is me. They're done. I did it.
Killian is like, he nods emphatically, like, yeah, Cacophony's great. I love her.
Yeah.
Not. Honey, you said. Honey, could you repeat that, please?
Yeah. So Cacophony dealt with Lady Olivet, and Cacophony's me, and that's it.
Killian looks at you strange, like, what do you... No.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, ow!
Artie, do not hit your head on the table again.
Artie kind of crawls up.
There is an empty seat for him.
Hold on.
There's also some more casserole.
Wyn promptly scoots over to pull the seat next to her.
I thought we were here because you were telling them about your girlfriend. I didn't realize we were telling them about Cacophony.
Oh, you've got Cacophony, that's what I came here for!
Oh, shit.
You've got a girlfriend?
Yeah, I got a girlfriend! She's really cute.
Okay, and Rory says, you need to tell us about her too, but what do you mean she's you? Cacophony's Cacophony.
I mean that because I hated seeing Lady Olivet fuck with us. I donned a fancy disguise.
Darling language.
Sorry, Mom. I donned a disguise, and I made up a fake identity, and I went in there and I dealt with it, and then because I didn't want her to, turn on our family, I've been pretending to be Cacophony, and then I'm also Wyn.
Florial bursts out laughing, and then after a moment she stops and says, Oh, you're serious?
Yes.
I assume there's just this big hubbub at the table. Everyone is talking.
Do you want me to go put the disguise on? I will.
Killian is looking at you half in surprise, half in maybe horror. Definitely his whole world is shaken.
Sorry, Gil.
And Merethel's like, I think that would be best.
Be right back. She says, Artie, can you eat some of my food?
Always.
Thank you. And Artie, also maybe distract my family. Thank you. And she ducks out.
He reaches over and just kind of pulls Wyn's plate towards
There's a
him.
tug at his pants.
What? Yes. What?
When I was in school and the teacher said that when we talked about fish that they can some of them are poison. Are you poison?
Uh-huh. Well, a lot of people would say that I leave them wrecked.
But there's lionfish, and you don't look like a lionfish.
Rory and Florial both cover their mouths and laugh when you say that, Artie.
What kind of fish are you?
What kind of fish are you?
I'm not a fish.
Are you sure?
I'm an I'm
Aladrin, babe.
Aladrin.
Very good.
I thought you were going to say you're an alligator, and I was like, well, that would explain some things about the cacophony.
No, that's silly. Alligators are silly. You're silly. This child climbs into your lap.
Oh, God. No. Why are you sticky?
Honey, can I... Come here, let me wipe your hands first.
Kid's already
Yeah, come
just
here,
sort of
baby.
putting
Come
his paw, just his sticky little hands all over Artie.
No. Oh. No,
Come
not in
on,
my
come
mouth.
on.
What are your gills?
And Bridge gets up and helps pull the child off and get the hands wiped.
I like Uncle Artie.
Come on.
It's about then that a door flies open from down where Wyn disappeared into. A Susura, a cascade of pink petals flutter out.
Is there a fog machine?
Yeah, the fog comes out with it.
Yeah.
And then out steps, much taller than Wyn, steps Cacophony, tossing currently bright blue hair behind her, earful, perfectly tan, wearing a dress that's cut very low. She goes, "Hello, darlings, I'm here."
There is dead silence at the table.
Now, she says, "Don't do that."
And then Killian's chair keels back and he falls over. He has fainted.
Is he alright? I've got magic, I'll check.
Sevalor pops down and helps him. And Killian's like, You're Cacophony.
That's what I said, dear.
But
And then she snaps her finger and she's Wyn again, standing there awkwardly.
Oh no.
I need a minute.
Yeah, that's understandable. I think everybody
And
does.
Killian stumbles off into one of the guest rooms, and you hear a squeak of springs as he kind of flops onto a bed.
She moves to awkwardly reseat herself next to Artie.
Merethel's like, how long has this been going on?
Ever since the Lady Olivet situation, 100 years, give or take.
100 years?
Yeah.
Wait, you kept putting yourself in that thing for 100 years?
Yeah, Artie.
Oh, your poor boobs.
Yeah, Artie.
And Bridge is like, but I went to see you, like, only a decade ago.
Yeah, when I was in concert, yeah. That was really awkward, pretending not to know you. Tell you what.
You signed my poster.
I thought you were going to say, you signed my chest.
I signed your poster and I signed Moonrose's, little statue.
And Killian's got so much.
Yeah. Why do you think Killian kept getting free stuff in the mail?
I thought it was because you were adventuring.
I mean, that too.
Florial's like, this isn't an illusion, right? Can you play something? Can you prove you're her?
Yeah, what do you want to hear? I've got my viol, I've got my harmonica, I've got a few different things with me right now.
They put you through your paces, and you have to play a few songs and sing for them. But they do realize that, holy shit, you are in fact actually Cacophony.
I do it.
Your parents have been very, very quiet this whole time.
Mom, Dad?
Your parents kind of look at each other. Your pop puts his hand on the table. Your mom puts her hand on his. And she looks at you and takes a deep breath. Oh, Shilwyn, sweetheart.
Yes?
We know.
You know?
Oh, sweetheart, we've known for years. And we are so proud of you for finally working up the courage to tell everyone.
Thanks, Mom. How did you know?
Oh, honey. Your father and I were anti-Marnicus revolutionaries in our 160s.
Oh, really?
Oh, of course. Don't you remember your uncle... What's an elfie name? Somebody give me a really elfie name.
Glimmer Willow.
Oh, you remember your Uncle Glimmerwillow, don't you?
Yeah, the one who went missing 100 years ago?
Yes, he was our demolitions expert.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
I always wondered why he smelled like gunpowder.
Oh, he could never get that smell out of his beard. It was trouble. It almost got us caught a couple of different times.
Oh, wow.
Cacophony.
Yes, Artie.
You did not tell me that they were anti-monarchists.
It's okay, Artie. They don't care about you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not in a bad way. They don't care about your kingdom, you know? They don't know about it.
Oh, I mean, honestly, you remember in your histories that there used to be a different king here?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we ran him out of town?
That's honestly nice, Mom.
Oh, yes, no. Oh, sweetheart, your father and I are so proud of you for following in our footsteps. Oh, it just warms our hearts. And your father nods.
Very heartfelt, Dad.
Also, I think they call each other Mother and Pop. I'm going to say that.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Very cute.
That sounds right, honestly.
That's what my in-laws call each other.
Well, yeah, that was my big news. Also, I do have a girlfriend now.
That's right. Now, sweetheart, when you say girlfriend...
I mean girlfriend, Mom. We've talked about it and everything.
Oh, okay then. Oh my goodness, you have to tell us all about her. Also, pass the potatoes, please.
Yes, do you want the mashed potatoes or the smashed potatoes?
Oh, let's just have both. Let's be bad.
You got it, Mom.
We're celebrating.
When you remember that you still have the cube on you with Thazita's image.
If you want to see her, she actually sent me a magic item that shows her. You want to see it?
Oh, yes, of course.
She pulls out the cube and she says, Thazita, to allow it to pop up.
And the image, about 6 inches high, springs out in full color of the dorky little librarian with a cute wave and an awkward smile.
Oh,
she's a dork and I love her.
Look at her little glasses, honey.
Yes. Isn't she cute?
Oh, what does she do for a living?
So she's like, okay, Artie. Should I tell him we've been traveling in space?
She's a space librarian.
She's a space librarian.
She turns to Pop. Oh, Pop, a space librarian. Isn't that nice? Oh, that's lovely.
And Florial's like a seeker?
Yeah, a seeker, exactly.
Yeah, we have one of them at the college.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Thesita's a seeker.
Oh. Third circle?
Is Thesita's third circle?
She's fourth circle.
She's fourth circle, actually.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Florial looks mildly impressed. As if she knows what she's talking about. You suspect that she doesn't.
I mean, I'm not gonna break that illusion. She's gothic. I will break that one.
Oh, so how did you two meet, honey?
Well, so we were on this desert planet. I've been traveling through space, everybody.
Your mother definitely, blinks a couple of times there, but she is rolling with that one.
Yeah, so we were on a desert planet. We heard that there was, a death cult there. By the way, there's a death cult that's, working to destroy the universe. That's what we're working on. Yeah, and while we were there, we needed to go on an expedition to this ancient, burial ground so that we could try and figure out what the death cult was doing on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And she was actually looking into it just for research purposes. And so we traveled with her for a while, and I just thought she was extremely cute and extremely charming and was talking to her the whole time. And then we fought a mummy lord, and my friend Jill, hit it with lightning, and it died. And, yeah.
He was a real sandy dude.
Yeah, he was sandy as hell.
Now, how are your friends?
Sorry, Mom.
There's I know that the cleric isn't here, but also the little ranger girl who would talk.
Oh,
was talking
so...
to Dandelion, just chamomile, just all night.
Oh yeah, so that's Alviva. We actually found out that she was a Starheart, which is a kind of magic user who has a sun inside their heart.
Wasn't that nice?
That's secret. Please don't talk about it.
She makes a zipping motion over her hand. You don't know where
her whole bridge club is going to learn about it tomorrow.
Florial puts a hand over her heart and says, "I vow to spread misinformation."
Thank you, Florial. I love you.
I love you too. That's weird to say to you.
Oh, that's weird to say to you too. Normally you curse me. Okay. But yeah.
You also look and see that Killian he hasn't quite emerged from the room, but he's kind of half poking his face around and watching. And
anyway, she had a big destiny and she needed to go off and train for it, so she flew off on a sky dragon thing. Don't worry about it.
Well then, that just sounds lovely. Good for her.
Yeah, good for her, honestly.
Good for her.
And yeah, and then Artie has some stuff.
What?
They politely turn their attention to Arturos.
Artie, talk about your stuff.
I got this cool tattoo.
Yeah, he got a cool tattoo.
Oh!
You literally turn around and hike your pants halfway down just to show them.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yes.
Well, isn't that... Sweetheart, cover the kid's eyes.
Bridge does indeed cover the kid's eyes that they can reach. Killian, on the other hand, emerges fully from the room to get a better look.
I got that from a minotaur on a place.
He then made love with the minotaur.
You don't have to... Okay.
Everyone flushes at that. Or at least the siblings do.
Absolutely nothing about that was loving.
Okay.
Bridge says, could we maybe...
Arturos, dear, would you like another piece of pie?
Yes.
All right, well, go ahead and sit down. I can pass you another piece of pie.
Yeah, so, yeah. The city that I told you that we went to was actually a planet-big city. We were actually fighting vampires the whole time. And it was terrible.
Well, then. Vampires, really?
Yeah. They were all awful. We were in jail for a while. Because it turned out one of the vampires had charmed the guard captain.
Oh, our little girl's first big incarceration.
Actually, it was probably my second, Mom. I just never told you about the first.
I said your first big incarceration, dear.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
We were only there for an hour.
Yeah, and then a penguin, an angry murder bird, a turtle, and someone else saved us.
A Warforged.
A Warforged saved us. The turtle kept moving real slow and was nearly dead, honestly. The penguin was someone we met before and didn't like very much. and the one bird kept shouting random things, like from stories, and then the Warforged was competent and, like, the sensible one.
Well, that sounds like a lovely little extraction team.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Merithil is a bit jaw-dropped and looking at Megwin and Citadel. However, Bridge is looking at Cacophony and asks, "So, why are you telling us this now?"
I was pulled into a dream world where I had to confront my deepest secrets.
Oh, that's a lot?
Yeah,
It's okay, we got better.
yeah.
And that was to do with this secret.
Yes.
So, you felt you needed to...
Come clean, and also try to stop being two people.
That's... I mean, it does sound very tiring.
Yeah, it was. And also, it's kind of, I've always been good at separating it, but it's much harder to be in the middle. Because I don't feel like I'm someone who is very, look at me. That's always kind of been a few of your others.
At this point, your mom stands up and just sort of announces the whole table. Well, I think it's about time to start washing up. Let's get the plates. Go, go, go. Everyone start bringing in the plates.
Yeah, yes, Mom, got it. She stands up and starts moving to help in the kitchen by cleaning
Yes,
up.
Show darling, will you help me at the sink?
Yes, of course, Mom.
All right, everyone gets up and they do that.
She will busy you, and then while you're like maybe about 5 or 6 minutes into the washing, to the point where you're, everybody gets to have a task to busy their hands and they don't have to make direct eye contact. Your mother just sort of, all right, dear, so you're about ready to... What would you like to do with this?
Well, the problem with not being two people anymore is that Lady Olivet is probably going to figure out what happened here, so we might need to do some anti-monarchist things.
Oh, oh, honey, we've been running that for years.
Okay. I can't do it right away because we have a werewolf friend who's currently doing anti-monarchist thing on his planet, and he's kind of like in a deadly situation, so I need to go handle that first.
Oh, absolutely. It's very important to handle everyone in other cells. Arturos, would you put this plate? This just goes up on
He's
the
like Artie's
cabinet
best
behind
friend, and Jill has a crush on him, though she'd never admit that she has a crush on him.
You? Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
I can't reach your shelves.
Oh, all right then.
Felorial, who is also very short, helpfully brings over a stool for you.
How dare you?
Yes, we've been doing some counterintelligence in the intervening years, mostly just to kind of try and throw all of it off the trail, give her a couple of cold leads to follow up on, just kind of covering a few tracks. I mean, you've been very, very clever and you've been very fastidious, but a little early on, it was a bit sloppy, honey.
Yeah, early on I didn't know what I was doing.
Not that you're not doing a wonderful job, but, just from one professional.
That's honestly really nice, Mom. Thank you.
Oh, of course. We are so proud of you. I mean, just the whole costume and putting your musical talents to bear. Oh, it is lovely to see you shine, sweetheart.
Thanks, Mom. Yeah. So our current plan is we're going to head out and help our werewolf friend.
Mm-hmm.
Do whatever situation involves there. I don't know what really is going to happen after that, but yeah, if you're up for it, we'll come back here and maybe lead a proper uprising, get her out for good.
Of course, no, we can get in touch with some of our old contacts.
That'd be nice.
We might be able to pull some strings. We've probably still got some threats going on with the local monarchy that we could probably get them to turn a blind eye. Oh, gosh. Oh, it is just so exciting to be getting into the business again.
I'm really glad.
Oh, and now we can work together as mother and daughter. Oh!
We can do it as a family.
She is going to give you a big, tight hug with very wet dish hands.
Oh.
Merithil calls out, "Yeah, I actually sell juice to one of Olivet's maids, so I could get some ears in there."
Oh, sweetheart, that is so clever. Yes, that would be
the farting juice.
Lovely.
Yeah, the farting juice. I mean, no, the cleansing juice.
She farted around Olivet? That's kind of amazing. Honestly, good job, Merithil.
Oh, when she puts her mind to it.
She's a lady in waiting. She thinks she's very fancy.
Let's see. We could work on some counter propaganda. You know, dear, if you're interested in starting to do some counter-revolutionary concert fundraisers, we could probably get into some of that.
I could do that.
Throw your name around. We could start rallying the citizenry, overthrow all of that. How do you feel about like a local council or what would you like to do just so we don't get another noble in town?
Yeah, a local council sounds good. Like
Okay.
a group that can like all do like checks and balances with each other.
Sure. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think we could probably get that functioning.
Rory says, I know a few people, and I mean, when it comes to checks and balances, accounting, auditing, we can make something work.
Of course. Now, and she will take your hands. Now, Winnie, sweetheart, I don't want to just rush in and take over the reins of everything. This is your nemesis, and I want to respect that as your mother.
Honestly, Mom, while sometimes I do get annoyed whenever you're kind of overbearingly helpful, right now this is really nice.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll leave all of the big decisions to you, but we support you no matter what. Okay, sweetheart?
Okay, thanks, Mom.
Okay. Now, let's see. Now we've got that big dish soaking.
Have we swept the table yet?
Yes, I think it's about time to move on to that one. Oh,
Okay.
and dear,
Yes?
this whole planet hopping thing.
Yeah?
Are you being safe, honey?
Not at all.
Well, I suppose you have to expect that sort of thing with adventuring.
I mean, I'm mostly safe when we're on the ship. We have occasionally run into, like, undead ships and stuff like that, but other than that, it's mostly just being bored and reading a lot of romance books in the wardroom.
All right. But you've got a good team with you. Your friends, they seemed lovely.
Yeah, like, Artie here, she gestures to the fish man. He's beefy, he charges in, protects the rest of us. Jill's great at, like, lightning and healing and keeping us all up. And with Alviva gone, we're probably gonna start dragging the others out. Like, Jill's boyfriend, is this orc man who can turn into giant animals. We've got a few others we've got on board who would be happy to drive us. We have a giant hippo man who can shoot and headbutt and just smash people.
Rory says, what's a hippo?
A hippo is, anybody got any paper?
There's kids here. There's definitely some paper they're keeping them busy with crayons.
She takes some paper, she takes some crowns, and she draws a hippo.
Huh.
They're giant.
All right, then.
She tries to gesture how big he is.
Your father just sort of looks over it like, so it's like a cow, but no horns.
Yeah, kind of like a cow, but with no horns, and imagine if the head was like 5 times as big.
And Floriel's like, oh, like a loxodon, but without the tusks and the trunk and the ears.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh. Eventually, this conversation goes on for a while. After you're done cleaning up, Killian tries to approach you quietly. Are you in cacophony or Wyn form right now?
I'm back to Wyn now. More comfy.
And he carefully approaches you and says, Wyn, can we talk?
Yeah, of course. You in your room?
Yeah.
She nods her head.
In his room, there are posters all around, which you remember signing. Well, mostly.
Awkward.
You signed many posters. And he's like, I'm really sorry if I made you uncomfortable. I can take all these down if you like.
No, it's fine. I honestly, it was kind of, well, it's kind of awkward to explain, but it was like really nice to have my family supporting me, even if they didn't know that they were supporting me. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I still think Cacophony's really cool, and knowing that she took down Olivette, that's even cooler. I've heard a lot of stories about her.
Thanks, Skill.
Can I still be your fan?
Yeah, of course. I'll send you more stuff. She might be rebranding soon, but hopefully you'll be okay with that.
Yeah. But, well, while you're still her, I'll be your biggest fan.
Thanks, Killian. And she will step forward and give her youngest brother a hug.
He very awkwardly, but He hugs her
He
back.
kind of awkwardly does like the one arm thing, and then he's like awkwardly about raising the second arm, and then he's like, wait, should I do that? Lowers the second arm.
Thanks. And I love you. And then he sort of scurries out of his room.
Love you too. And then she heads back out. As she stands there, she goes, well, to not have a awkward, long, drawn-out thing, Artie and I should head back, so we make it in time for the ship to leave.
Oh, sweetheart, you're not spending the night. We've already done the futons up.
I mean, the others can use this futon.
It is so dark out there, sweetheart. I just don't want you traveling at night. There could be brigands.
Remember, they said they'd come pick you up.
Actually, yes. Mom, now that you reminded me, they said they'd come pick us up in the ship, so yeah, me and Artie can stay the night.
Oh, wonderful. I've set up your old room. We can go through all of your little mementos. And do you want to take some of these with you? Are you sure? We've got some of the yearbooks from school that you might want to take with you, or some of your old classwork.
And Florial and Killian are like, we get to see the ship?
Yeah, you'll get to see the ship and you can meet my crew. You want?
I can take on brigands.
Oh, I'm sure you can, Arturo.
Killian's like, Artie, you can sleep in my room if you want.
Artie, you could crash with me if you want. We could do a nap squad sort of thing.
Killian looks downcast.
I almost want to go into the woods. I'll stick with Wyn. It's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Wow, very, very Lorraine. Like, your pants are over there, Calvin, on my hope chest.
So the rest of the evening passes with you all bedding down for the night, with lots of embarrassing stories told.
Wyn looks like she's dying inside.
But a lot of affection, a lot of very sincere love.
A lot of food.
A lot, so much food. It's like midnight and everybody's trying to sleep and Mom pokes her head in and is like, want some hot chocolate?
Anybody want a hot chocolate? I've also got a Frito pie I can bake up real quick if anyone wants some munchies.
Mom, we're trying to sleep. Well, Artie's trying to sleep. I'm trying to meditate.
Artie is in a food coma.
Oh, sweetheart, don't forget to straighten your back when you're meditating. I don't want you slouching. It's just so bad for your posture.
It's so much more comfortable to slouch.
Honey.
Gem Jammer is performed by Annie Creighton, Anna Emmeline, Mackenzie Weaver, and Rio Rios, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our character designs are by Rio Rios, who can be found at vriosart on Twitter, and our cover art is by Canary Witch, who can be found at doodlesfromthebird.tumblr.com. Our opening and closing music is by Reckoning Storm AudioWorks, and our background music includes tracks by Tabletop RPG Music. Check out our website at crookedrussiancam.horse or .gay. For exclusive extras such as Jilliana's private diary, Anna's homebrew stuff, and other goodies from our other shows, our Patreon has it all for only $1 a month at patreon.com/thegemmjam. Thank you very much for listening, stay safe, and we'll catch you next time.
I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner tonight. I'll figure it out.
I don't know either. I got some ground chicken that I need to use.
John got a pizza and he brought half the pizza box into here with a napkin, and that's very sweet of him, but also I can't eat pizza while I'm recording. So I've just had the pizza smell this whole time.